Ooh, welcome to
That
a.
dude, that
I know,
That's
right?
a nice
that
intro. I like that.
that intro makes it every time, brother.
Welcome
Yeah,
again. Good evening, guys, to another episode of the Sandman and Pile Show. I'm Pile and Sandman, my lovely and beautiful co-host with the shades and the Top Gun pilot lookalike. It's really good to see you, dude. It's been since Tuesday since we had our last podcast.
Yeah, same here. Good to see you, brother.
And
Excited. Have my other brother
oh,
here.
dude, this is
The
this is a treat.
Utila,
This is a treat.
el hombre de Utila, Arturo Bush.
Well,
yeah.
Bush, it's really good to see you, dude. Thank you for taking your time from the island of Utila and its beauty to come and talk to us. But we're going to give you 15 minutes to talk about yourself, and then we're going to get into some like good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
So go
Well,
ahead.
I'm third Bush. Obviously, I'm from Utila, Honduras. Born, raised. Um, Grew up on a tiny island in the Caribbeans. Andrew's been there before. He loved it. A lot of diving. Nice background. uh, no, island life is a good life. We live it easy. It used to be, you know, living the dream. I don't know, just taking it easy over here. Enjoying the heat and the rain.
It was nice. I've lived there for a month, and I can tell you guys that Utila it's a paradise. I was lucky to live at your hotel for a month and try to cook for you, but I was too much of a drunken asshole. Uh, I was, and I left after a month, but it was the best. It was the best month I ever had. It was.
No,
Man,
we got to come back, man. There's a lot of nice things there. A lot more diving. We got the whale shark. It's a good place. It's a laid back place. Trying to get.
well, well, Mr. Bush, thank you for coming to our show. It's an honor to have you here, brother. For everyone out there at home that is currently watching this, um, Arthur, it's a fellow Marine who served with us in 3A, 3rd Battalion, 8th Marines,
Rah.
India Company, deployed with us to Iraq. Uh, did you make it to the Haiti deployment or no?
No, I got
No.
there literally a week after you guys came from Haiti.
Okay, so you were with far time
I
frame. You
was a
were
I
Richard.
I was
You
a
were
week after
No,
Bush.
yeah,
after Bush. Okay,
he came after me.
Yep.
yeah. So, tell the viewers who was Arthur Bush before the Marine Corps, and who was Arthur Bush after the Marine Corps.
It's a good one.
Well, Marine Corps, for me personally, I could say growing up, I watched a lot of military movies, especially John Wayne. John was my favorite, one of my favorite back then. Watching his Marine Corps movies and all of his Marine Corps stuff, I was like, man, that looks pretty cool. Living on an island, secluded from the world. Don't know, no shit that's going on really. And for me, when 9/11 hit, I was here in Utila, and I seen everything that happened. I thought it was like a movie or something. I was like, what kind of crazy ass movie it is? I'm like, oh, I want this crap. I kept changing it. It was on every channel. I'm like, this is some really some real shit going on right now. And shortly not long after that, I I really recently, like literally recently, just graduated from high school in Pensacola, Florida. Then I was here in Utila when that happened. Then I went back to Pensacola, Florida, and I did the whole process. Did the test, the physical test, the ASVAB test, and all that. And initially, I was going to go Air Force because I didn't know
Ugh.
nothing. And but then when I was going to the Air Force, the Marines had it all like almost like right next to each other, all the different
Yeah.
branches, different offices. The Marine Corps would have kind of called me over there. He told me on his lies. He, 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 he had what we call in Spanish the good paja.
Yeah, that's the
Uh,
Honduran slang.
What
That ain't
what
no
is that?
yeah,
Spanish, man.
Now for us gringos, what does that mean?
paja means the good. The
The
line was so
bullshit.
good. Bullshit lie, you know? So,
Uh,
yeah, my recruiter told me, you'll never see combat. Don't worry about that. I'm like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I mean, not I meant I did boot camp, and strangest thing, I got a lot of injuries in boot camp, but I never quit. I finished.
Hey
Busted
guys,
my,
we got sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, brother, but this is important. We got a comment from one of a viewer. We got few people on. They cannot hear you very well. So can you get a little closer to the mic? Um,
you can't hear me? How
Arthur.
about now?
no, that's good.
Can you hear me a little better?
That's
Yeah,
good.
well,
Better?
I can hear you, but the viewer, somebody sent us a comment saying that you coming off a little cut off. So
Broken? Okay.
try to do something. We'll see what they said
Hey,
now. Uh,
thank you, Sandman. Thank you for the
yeah.
fixing the technical difficulties. Bush, what battalion were you in boot camp?
Um, I was in Echo Company.
Third. That's third battalion, right?
Then boot camp?
Yeah.
That was, I think it was.
Were you blue,
Yeah,
yellow, or red? In
no, yellow. I was yellow.
that you were second battalion. Oh, you were Echo.
Yeah, second.
You were second
That was
battalion.
Echo. Yeah.
So was I. I
It
was
was,
I was Fox.
man, my senior junior as well was Staff Sergeant Lyons. That guy was a beast. Whew. He used to bring his 5-year-old son in here to do pull-ups and tell us how bad we were, sucked so bad, because his son could do 5 years old doing 3 pull-ups, and there was guys in there that could barely do one. Man, that was something. We get hazed daily. It was great though. No, I was saying like when I was in boot camp, I literally blew my knee out on my first PT run. They blew it out completely, finished, but I still finished boot camp. Blew it out, and then on the crucible, I stress fractured my foot.
Jeez.
Finished crucible with that injury. And after that, I got 30 days off. Came back to Utila. Then I did recruiter assistance. Then I went to my school, infantry school. Then I went to 3-8, 3rd Battalion, 8 Marines, Indian Company.
You got there. You got there
3rd Platoon.
November, right?
Yes, November.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, because I didn't get there till December 17th. So you got there about a month before me, Bush.
Yeah, I think it was a month before you got there. Yeah, got there and literally like it was a week. These guys only had like a week back or something when they came back from Haiti. Yeah, they were all something like that.
Dude, when I
They were
got there,
all salt dogs then. Yeah. They're all feeling it. And
I don't
yeah,
even remember. Yeah, in all honesty, I don't even remember coming back and seeing you guys because we were just on party mode. Like we had 96s back to back, and then we went on leave.
well, when I got to 3-8, Indian Company, I didn't get put into platoon until like 2 or 3 weeks after I got there. Like nobody was around.
Yeah, that's why. Because we were getting
Nobody was around.
yeah. You guys were doing working parties at that time.
Yeah, that's all we were doing. Just a bunch of bullshit. Basically, clean this, do that, fix it.
dude. No, I agree. Nobody was there. When I got there, I hung out with Siler, Casey, and like 2 other people, and they were like friendly to me. And then all you guys came back from leave. We were not friends anymore because we got hazed. We got messed up after that. Hey, hey man, is that better? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, thanks. By the way, the viewer they responded to the on the comments. They say they can hear Arthur very well now. So
They did.
thank you, Machine Gun 22. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Pick 'em
Thank
deep,
you.
Machine
Yeah.
Gun 22. Pick 'em deep.
For being here. Yeah, stand by. This is gonna be fun. So
Yeah.
Arthur, you graduated high school, joined the Marine Corps. You said 19 at that time, 18?
No, I was 20.
You were 20. Okay, so you were a little bit older than most of us when you joined.
Not me.
How was that for you? What made you, one, choose the Marine Corps? Two, what made you become part of the armed forces at that particular age? especially for someone that comes from a place which is known for military members to constantly join, which is Florida.
Well, at the time in my life, there was not much going on. And here on Utila, there was very little advancements and like careers going on for me, especially what I like to do, which was electrical wiring at the time, because I graduated electrical wiring here in Florida in technical school. And and I always had a interest for the military. And when I decided to go, and then when I decided to do the Marine, I was like, all right, it felt good to do something to get on my own. I was finally like on my own. I didn't have to worry about nobody, no parents. They're like, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Type stuff, you know. You know how parents are. You're at a certain age. They want to push you to do something you don't want to do, or something they think you should do. So I decided, well, I'm gonna do something for me. And hell, if I could become a Marine, I'll be the first in really my whole family. My whole nobody in my family has ever been in the military. I've got some friends that's been in the military from here, mainly Navy, but not Marines.
Oh wow,
So
that must have
yeah,
been a big decision and a compliment for you because being the first one in your entire bloodline, you could say.
yeah. I mean, yeah. My dad was very proud. He was pushing me for a good while. Join the military. Join the military. He didn't say what branch you're in, but when I joined the Marines, he was even more proud. He's like, my son's a Marine. He'll fuck you up. You know,
Yeah.
he tell people shit like that. So I
So why
was,
the Marines? Did you ever consider any other? I know that you mentioned the recruiters kind of sold you into the Marines, but at the end of the
yeah.
day, it's a personal decision that we all make, right? So why the
Well,
Marines?
like I was saying earlier, when I was growing up, my dad and we used to watch a lot of John Wayne movies, and you know, I kind of got stuck a lot with World War II, Iwo Jima, um, type movies, and all the different type of World War II movies of what's going on back then, World War II, and then Vietnam and stuff like that. And I was like, man, this looks pretty badass, you know. And I always liked guns from a young age and swords and stuff. Yeah. For me, it was just like I get to play with guns. Shit,
Grenades,
I can
AT4s,
get paid for it.
decals.
It
Yeah.
was like it was almost like it's like really they pay me for this stuff. Then it got kind of cool, because then when you get in the military, then you start
Mm.
playing with stuff in a way that you never even knew existed, like AT4s and saws and 249 and golfs
Yeah.
and I felt like a kid, like in a candy store. I'm like, I got all kind of toys I could play with here.
So you
Uh,
went to boot camp Paris Island.
yeah,
Uh,
Paris Island boot camp,
s- so that's the
and
mecca for the viewers. That's where Marines are made in
yeah,
South
The only
Carolina.
place. Not
Uh,
that Hollywood,
yeah.
not
not a
that
Hollywood.
California
I'm not
thing.
a Hollywood Marine, so yeah,
Right.
live there.
Um, the so you get to boot camp, you go straight to Camp Geiger to become a member of infantry school. And what company did you end up being in Camp Geiger?
Honestly, I don't remember that because it was
Well, it's only
just.
three: Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. And Alpha was
Um, I was
I
actually,
think
I was
I think I was
Delta.
Bravo. I was thinking of it now. I
There's
think it was
Delta now.
Bravo.
I was
you
Delta.
you were Delta.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Thinking about
so
it, I think I remember now. I think it was Bravo. Yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah. Because I remember that. Here, remember that them saying that a lot when I remember that now. Yeah, I
yeah.
almost got in shit. I almost got fucking NJP'd my first week there because I accidentally hit the alarm. You know the fire
Yeah.
alarm. I accidentally hit that because it had no cover, like protective cover on it, so anybody could have triggered that damn thing. I accidentally hit it one day. Oh, I got so much trouble.
Wow.
Damn, I didn't know you were a predator.
I just walked in there and I accidentally hit it with my elbow hit it and the thing went out. Like, oh,
Well,
fuck.
dude, you're
I'm
like
like,
6'4" and like lanky. I mean, your arms are
Yeah.
like everywhere.
You see, I was visiting. I
Well,
was visiting somebody I knew on the deck above me. I was on the first deck, and I went on the deck above
Ooh,
me to
okay.
visit some another guy I knew that went boot camp with me, and we were talking, and I just kind of was standing, and then I turned, and my elbow hit it. And end the story. I got in trouble for that shit.
Damn.
But
damn. So did
I
you?
saw I literally said it was me. They were like, put more information. Who did it? I just like it was me.
So you graduate, Cam Geiger. You become an infantry marine. Did you had any hopes of going anywhere else to be stationed other than Camp Lejeune?
The wish list.
No, no. I mean, I pretty much knew that's where I was going. I just didn't know what company at the beginning, and
Damn.
I knew I was going to Cambridge. I just didn't know what company I was going to
Well,
yet.
you didn't know what company. Oh God, that is. I'm
And
telling you
they
that.
literally told us, I think, our second to last week, something like that. They told us where we were going, who was going where, and I was like, okay.
That has to
And
be
I
the
didn't,
worst thing, man. I'm telling you.
Dude,
To
they
not
gave
even
me a
graduate.
oh yeah, dude, yeah, they gave me a wish list. Like I said, Japan, Hawaii, Camp Lejeune, and
but no, yeah, we had a wish list.
oh yeah,
I ain't get
well you never
shit on
get
my
it.
wish list. I think I put Lejeune for last, and
Yeah,
that's what they said.
I
Um,
did too. I
Yeah.
put Lejeune last too.
See, you guys
Uh,
play you. You guys got false hopes for
We
yourself.
did.
When they gave me the wish list, I just went Lejeune, Lejeune, Lejeune,
Ah,
Lejeune.
look at you. Hold on.
Because I
I
already
didn't
knew I
like.
Hold
was
on.
going anyway.
I didn't really care where I went, honestly. So I
Uh,
was like,
uh,
to me, it didn't matter where I went. It was just let's just get it going.
yeah, nah,
So
it was. So you graduated Bookham. Tell us a little bit of your experience as a young Marine slash boot arriving to your first line unit.
well, like I say, my first couple of
Every
weeks,
episode,
you
he
guys.
works that in every single episode. I love it.
I guess he wants to see if his experience was worse or better than everybody else, huh?
Oh my God! It's just
Oh.
I get a kick out of it, man. It's just every episode he sneaks that in there. Like we're not hearing, but then we hear like, oop, got him.
Yeah.
Well, like I was saying, when I first got there for the first few weeks, I guess it was probably 3 weeks, nobody was there. I didn't even know who my first sergeant was yet. I didn't know who my lieutenant or maybe they didn't have a lieutenant when I got put in third platoon because we had no lieutenant. We had a staff sergeant and a sergeant. And that was it. Everybody else was lance corporals. We didn't have no corporals. Nothing like that. Just a bunch of salty lance corporals and PFCs because they went to Haiti.
Yeah.
There,
Well,
Hey,
there was only a few of them,
where
like
was this guy?
Tracy.
he didn't come to. Well, I didn't know him until we went to Fallujah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember where you transferred somewhere else, and then you came back. You sent him back to us. It was we was in Fallujah. Fallujah, I think I was like we had what 3 or 4 months already there. Then you came to us.
Yeah, it was 2 months that we went. So when you guys arrived, I was with 2-2.
All right.
I checked back in with 2-2. Then they sent me back. They sent me to 3-8, and then at 3-8, it's when everything kind of unfolded. Like I ended up going to corporal's course, then infantry squad leader school. Literally I didn't do anything with you guys until we got to CAX. And then during CAX is when I actually spent time
Okay.
with the platoon. And then I ended up obviously with their platoon. But with Bush, it was so crazy because he was the only junior Marine that I had to lead, that I had to look up and tell him what to do.
Like
So,
this tall fucker here.
yeah, it was so uncomfortable because I had this, like you said, this tall, lanky
Yeah.
Marine at Puerto West, and I'm looking up at him, asking him to do to do things.
Bush, how
It
tall
was
are
so
you, dude?
funny, man.
6'4"?
6'5".
Holy,
See,
yeah.
dude, that's what I was about to say. He's at least 6'6", man.
Damn.
Yeah, I
And
was 6'5", and I was like 198 at the time.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah, but
I was skinny.
once you put boots and everything, you gotta
I
be
put all
six
that,
six.
yeah,
You
put
know.
all that weight on, and after I put all
So
the
so think about
gear
it,
on,
right?
I was a little fatter then.
But he was a good Marine, man. I gotta tell you, when we it was for us, it kind of sucked to not be with you guys during the training phase prior to Fallujah because we had to go through all that schooling because obviously we were on our way to become the senior Marines. But once I saw all of you guys' potential in Iraq, it kind of sucked the life out of me because I was like, damn, that's what I missed out of this guys completely. I didn't get a chance to train with them back in the rear. So it was like doing everything on the fly when it mattered, you could say, right? It's either you make a mistake, you lose your life. It wasn't a training up anymore. So that's the only thing that kind of sucked for me on seeing you guys arrive and not being there for you guys. But
It's
so
funny because when we got to Iraq, we had a lot of issues with power.
Yep.
But yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean,
And
bro,
my
this
dumb
guy
ass,
did.
like, I know how to fix it.
Yeah, yo,
I
I
know how to
never
fix.
forget.
You got a
Never
name
Oh
for
forget
that.
man,
You
that,
got a
dude.
name for that, man. You got a name
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
fixing the power.
I was put
he,
in for what was it? The lieutenant told me at the time. He said, "I put you in." I think he put me in for a Navy Cross or something like that. Then he got put out to NAM, something like that. Something like that. He
but
told me like,
tell us about that,
Yeah.
Arthur, because we
but
want to
no, it was
know.
like when we
None
was
of
in
none,
Iraq, we was
none
in
of us
camp.
knew. None of us knew the real story of how you ended up with that duty to making sure that the
Well,
one of the camps had power.
we were stationed at that wonderful camp or wars camp.
Camp
What was it
Yeah,
Delta.
called?
Camp
Delta.
Delta. Yep.
And we had one generator, and nobody knew shit about it. And how I already studied electrical wiring, I already knew electrical wiring. And here in Utila, growing up, we didn't have steady power. We had generators, and we had to keep running our own generators. And I learned about generators at a young age. And I don't like sleeping in heat, and it's fucking hot as hell in Iraq. And I was like, after a few days of that, I was like, I know how to fix it. I'm out there fixing the damn generator, fixing the fuses and shit, fixing the wires, just to keep the AC going. I was like, I don't want to sleep in this damn heat. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, it never got old. Every time anything happened in that camp, Bush,
Bush,
that's all
keep
you
your shit
hear.
on. Fix the generator.
90% of the time because they forgot to put fuel in the damn thing.
Yeah. Nah, it was insane how their platoon in our little squad bay, dude, Bush had everything for us. We had outlets for our computers in separate different areas. Like we were hooked up. Like our
We had
yeah.
AC fans and
AC
shit,
fans and everything.
lights working, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Thanks to
I
this
started,
guy, man.
and then once I started to learn how to acquire stuff, I started acquiring stuff and improving a lot of things.
Who?
Hey, we got another comment here from Mackenzie Salaya. Let's go. I'm loving the stories.
Yeah. All right. So hey, Bush, more stories, man. So how did you
Yeah.
become such good friends with Gunny Ball? Because I guess he used you all the time. God rest his soul.
No, these, like I say, nobody knew where it was to started fixing shit. Basically,
Gunny,
fixing the electrical
dude,
problems.
Gunny loved you, man. He
Dude.
loved
When
you.
we used to go to R&R back in Fallujah, and some shit break, they're like, I heard one time they call, who was it? Our LT, Lieutenant Kiesling. He's like, "Where's Bush?" I'm like, "He's at the PX." No, he needs to get back over here. Shit's not working.
Speaking of Steve Kiesling, he just wrote me on Facebook, and he's sorry for not getting back to me, but he says hi to both of you guys because he knows we're going live tonight, So I
Yeah,
told him that we were interviewing Bush, and Steve says hi to both of you. Hopefully he'll comment sometime
yeah.
during the podcast today.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
nice, nice. Yeah,
hell of a
that
guy,
case
man.
is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I remember, when you were in Camp Fallujah there,
Yeah,
I hated carrying my rifle, so I'll go to him and say, "Hey, LT, let me your pistol." Yeah, take it. So I'll take
yeah,
his
take it.
pistol and give it my M16. So, because he never went anywhere. So I'm like, shit. The people get mad at me. How'd you get a pistol? I don't worry about it.
Yeah, I never got a pistol ever, in 4 years.
I
I
got,
never got a
I
pistol.
got a pistol.
But it wasn't mine. I just bought it to walk around at, Camp Fallujah, so I could do my little thing I had,
I gotta say, when squad leaders were issued pistols, and it only came in handy whenever we were in INR in Camp Fallujah. Anytime we were in Camp Delta, all that shit was just extra weight on your leg, carrying you
Yeah.
down when you were patrolling. And I hated that, man. Between that and the grenades and the radio and everything else we had to carry, the extra mags, all that, I hated that extra pistol.
So,
It was a
every time we did patrols, I was point. So I had to go to all the y'all had to take me to the briefing, so I had to learn all the routes with the squad leader, the LT, and them, because you'll be like, all right, this is where we're going, as we're going. Anything, you let me know. You
Hey,
see out there,
what squad were you in
first
officially?
squad,
You were
first
in
squad,
first squad, so you were with Grady.
Heidelman.
Eric Heidelman.
Yeah,
Well, no, he was your team leader.
yeah, yeah.
But who was your squad leader? It was Grady, right?
He was, he was, he was squad leader and team leader in the same thing, because we had at the moment we only had, what was that sergeant name? I can't remember him. Nobody liked him anyways.
With the guy that came to us late, that sergeant.
No, no, because when I got in third platoon, we only had a staff sergeant and a sergeant, and then just a bunch of lance corporals and PFCs. No privates,
Huh.
Nah. That
And then you helped me get promoted to lance corporal when we was in Iraq,
yeah.
because I was like, Mendoza don't want no PFCs in his squad. He wants lance corporals only or corporals.
Yeah.
I was the only PFC at the time.
Yeah, that's
There.
what I never understood that. So I just told Staff Sergeant Gans, I was like, what are we waiting for? The guy he's pretty much the only guy that takes care of us here. Give him a fucking promotion to fucking Lance Corporal and let's go.
Yeah, and then
I guess that made that happen.
I think it was like my last month there is when headquarters platoon was like, nah, we need Bush to be with us now, and they took me away
Yeah.
from it.
Yes,
So
and then you
they took
came
us
to
to-
us, and then you came to us.
made me police sergeant.
Yeah.
Yes, you were. And I had just picked up Lance Corporal, and we got a SIRCOM for like 1,000 missions. And then I got in trouble for drinking in Iraq, and I got NJP'd, and then I got busted down to PFC again.
Mm.
And it took me another year to make, 6 months to get Lance Corporal. Yes, I remember that.
So tell us a little bit of your experience in Iraq, Bush. Obviously, you were part of their platoon, my one and only love here, other than my wife.
Hey, you love me too. You
How-
said you said it today. You love me. You said that to me on the phone. Okay? Don't lie. Don't lie to our people.
That's
Just kidding.
that's what we call Spanish paja. Yeah, paja, puro
I love
paja.
you in a different way, okay? But anyways, tell us a little bit about your experience in third platoon. How was that for you?
Third platoon was out of all other platoons strict. We had how staff sergeant Gamble, he was really strict, and Heidemann believed in being. We trained a lot with Heidemann for his squad, especially. He wanted to make sure we didn't fuck up or anybody died under while he was in charge of us. So he pushed a lot of training, a lot of understanding different things, like your each and everybody's job is in the squad or in the platoon, and So wasn't bad. We did a lot of PT. I was still recuperating from my knee blown out. It took me really after I got out of the Marines for my knee to get somewhat better. Far well, he could say, vice for this. I dealt with a lot of pain with my knee, but
You did.
I just pushed through it. I basically went through all Iraq, all my deployments with a knee brace on, and several doctors' appointments in the right there. I've been to the hospital there in Lejeune a few times for my back because I remember before Gunny Ball got hit and killed in that IED.
Yeah.
We went on a patrol with EOD, the Navy EOD, CBs, and you know how I'm usually point, but they were pointing at this because they were looking for super thing. I think they were done with street for IEDs with live people. But an IED went off, hit. Nobody died, thankfully, but the guy, the Navy guy, he got a shrapnel through his leg, but the blast force literally picked me up and threw me into a wall, and that screwed me. I had injuries from that, so it was an experience. I'll say something you don't wish on a lot of people because a lot of people can handle it mentally, physically can't at all really.
Yeah.
But for me, it was more a mental thing because physically I sucked a lot of pain up throughout my career in the Marines. But the mental part is what you had to make it work.
When did you leave 3rd Platoon and get to headquarters? Is that like halfway through, right?
And no, it was the last month I think we was in Iraq because
Okay.
I was like a month before we was getting ready to leave. I got sent to headquarters, and they wanted me to be the new police sergeant, so I had to go be under the one that was police sergeant there.
And who was that? Was that Sergeant Diaz?
Yeah.
Sergeant Diaz.
Oh God, Sergeant Diaz. That was the Dominican dude, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he thought he was something else too.
Hey, easy. Hey, Sergeant Diaz just came out of like nowhere and has Facebooked and added us as friends, Sandman and me, and he has sent us pictures of what he looks like now, which is a little.
What is
We
he,
can
Hercules
disclose.
now?
It's a
We
little.
can disclose
It's a little
that.
different from what we
Yeah.
remember.
No,
But
it's
we
pretty
can,
big.
yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah.
No, I mean he didn't treat me bad.
Poquito.
He didn't treat me bad. He tried to I guess mentor me for the position he was getting out of and leaving. But a lot of other people didn't like him because the way he was, his
Yeah, I
style.
mean, but that's how everybody felt. I mean, hell, there were people that hated me.
But people didn't like me because I hooked 3rd Platoon up in Iraq with all the
Yeah. So
like
I mean,
fuck.
hey, by the way, Pyle,
Yo.
I need you to do. There's a request here. They asking when you lived in Utila, what was your favorite food, and how was it for you? Speaking a different language.
Baleadas was my favorite food. I lived in Bush's Hotel.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Sorry,
Get
can
closer.
you hear this now?
Yeah, now I can. Go ahead.
I lived in a Hotel Utila, which is owned by Bush's family. And every morning I would wake up and I would go and get my baleadas, be it eggs, beef, and a little crema. And speaking Spanish, I had lived in Naples, Florida before I joined the Marine Corps, and I worked at a paint store, and all the contractors were Mexican or Guadalajaran, and they spoke Spanish. And so, and I took Latin in college, so it was kind of easy. I could understand, I just couldn't speak it at all.
Let me help out. Maybe some of these viewers are trying to figure out what the hell is a baleada.
Yeah, you tell us. What's a baleada?
It's a tortilla with refried beans. You could either put white cheese on there, or you could put sour cream. I like mine with the white cheese and onion, steamed like cooked onion
Oh
with
yeah.
vinegar. Great.
And that is called a baleada.
Ayada. And by the way, Bush, I did this in your honor 2 weeks ago. I was up in Massachusetts and we actually ordered Honduran food. And I had the biggest baleada I have ever seen in my entire life. It was like this big. I
Oh, that's what they call a mega baleada.
it was
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
it was, and then I had platanos, plantains, yuca. Oh my god, oof, fantastic.
Oh man,
I got
dude.
plants growing in my next to my house right now.
Oh,
I'm hoping to cut them suckers soon.
That is crazy how well you, Pyle, know the names of all these different foods.
I love the culture. I used to shop at a supermercado in East Nashville all the time, and because the food was
Damn.
really cheap, and I love Hispanic food. I love it. I love beans and rice. Arroyos con pollo. Is that right?
Yeah,
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 Uh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I love it, and
You
it's fresh. It's awesome.
do you remember the name of the beer that they have down here?
Oh shit! Hold on. Hold on. It was good beer too, because I got drunk like pretty much
It's called Salva Vida.
Salva Vida and the whiskey. It was
What is it? What is it called in English though?
uh, cane
So,
flour, kind of flour.
Lifesaver.
A
Lifesaver is the name of the beer.
life,
Imagine that.
and then Fleur de Con is the whiskey.
Florida Kanye, yeah.
That shit was good.
That's really good rum.
Damn.
Good rum.
Damn, bro. You're like,
Which I gotta stop because we're talking about Utila and Henry. Um, we're all going. You, me,
oh yeah, we got it.
your wife, my wife. We're all going next year, and we're going to Utila. We're going.
There
Yeah,
might
we
be a
gotta.
wedding next year. Remember that. Don't forget that. I got
Yeah,
engaged.
that's
So.
right, man.
Hey Bush,
For,
we want a wedding invitation, each one of us. So make it
yeah.
happen.
No, well, we haven't got a date set yet. When I get that minor detail figured out, don't worry. We get it.
Sergeant Mendoza, make sure he has a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, here's the funny thing is, his wife is Honduran.
I know,
I know. That's what it is.
dude. I was at his
I
wedding.
don't even know.
I was at
I
his
know the
wedding.
names. What's the pollo con tajada? That thing is the bomb.
The
man.
what?
See, down here they call it pollo chuco.
Pollo chuco.
What?
Yeah.
What about you? You never ate pollo con tajada?
Is that pork? What is that?
No, it's chicken.
Chicken.
Fried chicken with like coleslaw
Fried
on
chicken.
top.
You got the fried plantains. Then you got chicken on top. Then you got like either cabbage with a sauce, nice like sweet sauce,
Yeah,
No.
man.
covering all over.
No, I never had that. I never had the
Yeah,
opportunity to try that. I wish I did.
Yeah,
How
you-
about the steak? Have you had the carne con tajada? That thing's killer, man.
Good stuff right there.
And
Yeah.
But to me,
Nah,
the best
man.
thing is the fish. You get the best fish here.
Oh, I bet, man. Right off the ocean.
actually,
You should see what I got yesterday. I literally got one that was caught that morning, like literally an hour before I bought it. There's like, yeah, we got a flesh roll. I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Bush,
Oh, my
that
God.
reminds me of that story when I was diving in Utila the first time I ever went. I caught that guy. He caught like this huge fish, cut it up, and made it into ceviche right out of the
Oh
water.
yeah,
It was
that's so good.
amazing.
All right, well, back to you, Bush.
Sorry.
Sorry, viewers, we just get, when it comes to food
Get
and
excited,
the
man.
you
You
get all
can't
excited,
help it.
man.
Ugh.
Help it.
So you go through the deployment in Fallujah. Obviously, I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong, your mentor, Gani Bo. Obviously, we all know what happens to Gani
Yeah.
Bo
Yeah.
later down in the deployment. How did that affect you?
I won't lie. It was tough, because he put me in for my award, my NAM. But it was something that was put up. He told me, I'm putting this in for you. I think you deserve it. We put it for something higher, but they put it down to this. I was hoping to get him to pin it on me, but we all know what happened. He got KIA, and we all I can't remember how many went to his funeral, but it was a lot of us that did go to his funeral right there in Arlington. And his wife was there, and his wife was very, you can say she was very grateful to see us all there. And I got to speak to her for a few minutes, and I told her it was because of him I got this award. He's like, I bet he made sure you earned it. I was like, yeah, he did. Like
Yeah,
he was, you know how he was.
Yeah.
He's tough. And he said some things, man, that just busted that would make you just like, what the hell is he trying to say? Like, it's some funny ass shit. You don't want to laugh because you know he'll want to kick your ass if you laugh. I remember him telling,
well,
who was it? I can't remember who it was. He told somebody, he said, "You don't stop talking shit, I'm gonna crush you like a Dorito."
oh,
I
that was his
remember,
thing. Oh my God, I can't believe you remember that. That
I was
was
like,
his
what the?
phrase.
The first time I heard it, I was like, what the fuck?
That was his phrase, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so amazing how one individual can plant the seed of pretty much leadership, encouragement, and honor
Mhm.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
so many people.
Yep.
I mean,
Uh,
just the three of us here. Now imagine the entire company that he had under his belt, right?
Honestly,
Every,
I think
yeah.
the morale went down when he got KIA.
It,
It went down big,
Well, yeah. I mean,
and
the
we
attachment that the attachment that we all had with Gunny Ball, it was like more of a fatherly
yeah.
role versus
yeah.
you know, my gunnery sergeant in the Marine Corps. So yeah, morale did go down. We were, I think, me personally, I was sad. I was. It was towards the tail end of the deployment, yes, but it was rough, man.
Yeah.
It was rough to get back on the back out on the road and continue the mission, knowing that the head of the snake had been cut off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the company kind of went through a phase there for a short time, trying to figure out what to do because they kept trying to put different people in his position that
Right.
wasn't even getting close to what he was doing.
Yeah. So that's kind of
Uh,
sucks. So we get back. Obviously, you continue on with the rest of your career. You get out. How was that for you? Getting out of the Marine Corps.
Honestly, getting out, it felt, I don't know, you felt like you don't fit in civilian life no more. It's just after everything you go through, 3 deployments, and you've seen so much, you've done so much, and you're used to a certain way of life that when you get back to the what we call the civilian world, it just like feels something just off. You just don't feel like you're in the right. You're not in the. It took a while to get back into that
You don't have a purpose.
civilian mindset. Yeah, to get a purpose, that mindset of, oh, this is how life is. You got a 9 to 5 job, you got this, you got that, you got, just in the mental stresses. I think that's when it hits you the most. Is once you're not, you don't have that stability in your life to hold you centered in the how the military does, because you're centered on your mission, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do things. In the civilian world, you're just like, what am I gonna do? Do I go left? Do I go right? Where do I go? And that's kind of how it was for the first, I'll say, a few years, honestly.
So, you know, it's funny that you said that because most people that are watching us through the different guest and episodes that we had here, it's almost the same answer
Oh yeah,
from everyone across the board. We, all of us, when we get out, we don't have a purpose.
yeah,
And we just trying to go through life day by day, but with no goals,
yep,
there's absolutely it's just okay. I wake up, go to sleep. Wake up, go to sleep. There's no purpose. There's no goal. There's no mission. There's nothing. And everyone that we've had on this platform has literally verbatim said the same exact thing that you said, Bush. Even me and Pyle, when we did each other's interview,
Yeah.
we so that tells us something, right? That even though we are in that environment where we feel untouchable. We feel like we matter. We feel like we contributing something to society. It's crazy that once that period of our life is over, we go back down to being nothing.
Yeah.
And I
You
think
feel like
that,
you got to
yeah,
start off from zero again.
Yep.
from zero. And it's worse, I would say, as an infantry marine, because we don't really know anything other than trained for war, handle weapons. I mean, that's all they teach us, right?
Yep.
So how do I go outside the Marine Corps? How do I go if I don't have a college education? How do I go apply for a job that's going to pay me well when I don't know anything other than weapons? So for most of us, the construction related fields are go-to places,
Security, restaurant.
security, things like that,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
So what did you do job wise? How did you end up?
Shortly after that, like I would say probably a year or two after that, I kind of came back on Utila for a short time. Just Utila for me has always been I'll say my safe spot to go and just relax. I can relax my mind. Then I going back to the U.S. and I got a job. Uh, Funny thing is, I got a job as a security manager
In Tampa. I know.
in Tampa,
I
Florida, the
remember that,
port of
Bush.
Florida. I was the security manager for the port of Tampa.
Yes.
I managed almost 300 people.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even apply for that position. I applied for a regular security job, but my resume, they looked at my resume and they're like, we got something better for you.
Yeah, well, they see Marines, infantry, Iraq, award winner of a Navy Marine Corps medal. It speaks for itself, right? You don't belong. You're automatically on the top tier consideration for other positions within the same field. So I can see why they did that. So is that something that you pursued, or that was just something that you
I
said?
did that for a few
Yeah,
years and it got really stressful because in that position I had really no life. It was a 24-hour type gig because I managed a 24-hour post, position in the port of Tampa. Ports are extremely important and busy.
yeah.
And after I think I did that for like 4 years, and I got burnt out, like literally burnt out. And,
And that was here in the U.S., right?
yeah, Tampa, Florida.
Hey, Bush, that was 2013, 2014?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
2014.
I was living in Vero Beach, and I remember coming over to see you a bunch because you were living with your brother.
Yeah, he was living with me
Yeah, he was
because
living with you. Yeah,
I was trying to help him get I need help him get what he needed credentials to go work on boats.
yeah.
He works on a push boat now or tugboat, or you want to call it. So I helped him get that. So he was living with me for that for like a year or two till he got his
Hey,
own.
you had a great job, man. And you had a great apartment. But after that, like how you were there for 4 years, where'd you go after that?
After that, let's see. What did I do after that? After that, I went and worked on supply boats. Yeah, I worked on for Edison Swiss Offshore. I was there for like 5 years. I was like this close to getting my mace license, but then it it in the oil business, when it goes to hell, it goes to hell for everybody. And it went to hell like the last year I stayed working there because the oil industry literally went under, kind of in a way. Wasn't making no money, and they didn't. Then it doesn't make sense to be out there killing yourself on a boat and not making no money. So I left that, and then I went to start driving trucks.
Mm.
I was
I
the
remember
truck.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when
Yeah.
you called me a few years ago, many years ago, and you told me that you were driving trucks from
Yeah.
Texas, or Texas was like your home base, right?
Yeah, home. But I was
Yeah.
all over the country.
But
I
you were
literally
right.
only two states I didn't go. Basically, Hawaii and Alaska. Basically, only two states I
Wow.
didn't go to.
Wow,
I went
that's
to the rest.
amazing.
Yeah.
So how was that? Was that something that you wanted to do, or was just something that you said, "Well,
Uh,
I have no other
it felt
um,
like I had no other
options up
option
there
at the
open?"
time, and it was a means to make money, make okay money. It wasn't
Yeah.
great. It was okay, and so it worked out for a little short time. And
So at what point of your life did you decide that the United States is no longer a place that you would like to pursue a either life or career, and you decide to go back to Honduras?
well, I had a lot of personal things going on in life. I guess every military person goes through these,
Right.
bad relationship, divorce, stuff like that. And I was going through stuff like that. My dad passed away, and that kind of that hit me hard. And so, like, literally, my last, I don't know, I felt very stressful that time of my life just to be anywhere but where I always had peace, which is here in Utila. Here in Utila, nobody messes with me. I do what I want. I have my own house here. Like, literally, I built my own house. What I paid to build this house, I can never pay that in the U.S.
Of
Like,
Lucky.
course, that is,
this,
and you enjoy the peace of the ocean, right? Close to
yeah, I
you
mean,
every day.
where the ocean's right next, it's close by. Like, where my house is probably less than 5 minutes from the ocean. So,
That's beautiful,
Say,
man.
man, dude, we
and
gotta go, man. It is a beautiful island. Dude,
Oh, I bet. Trust me.
we
He
have to
sent me
go.
pictures.
We have
I
to go next
oh.
year.
So
uh,
look, we got a few minutes left on
Yeah.
the show. So for the viewers that are watching and their future watchers, Mr. Bush here in Honduras, in Utila, has decided to become a political mogul. So tell us about that. How did you get into politics to even consider running for mayor of Utila?
well, it kind of started when COVID hit. When COVID hit, Utila was getting little to no help, aid, nothing. And I was still in the U.S. working. I was working on trucks, and I'm watching everything that's going on here. And I was like, this is bullshit, man. The people can't get food. The people can't get medicine. The people can't nothing. They basically shut everything down. There's nothing coming in, nothing going out. So that's when I talked to my sister who lives here, and I was like, hey, let's try and do something to get them help during COVID. And we did. I started a GoFundMe. FAR helped me a little bit with that, past sharing it along and getting some money raised. We raised like $2,000, and $2,000 fed 400 families, not people, families,
Wow.
families. We
American
that
dollar goes
was
a long way in Honduras.
Yeah,
Well,
down
yeah.
here it goes a long way. Like $2,000 is a lot of money here, and I fed a lot of people, families. Like I had people send me pictures saying, "Oh, I didn't have no food for the past week," and they're showing me all their kids eating there. I was like, that kind of made me feel good. And being in the Marine, we kind of like to fight, not just physically but verbally. And when we see shit that don't seem right, and all these politicians like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, and I'm here literally fighting with the governor of the state, the Bay Islands. He's there, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. I'm like, okay, what you doing for my island? He'll ignore me. He went, whatever, okay, good, motherfucker, I'll fix you. Wait. So I'm fighting with this dumbass, and then I got in contact with a guy that was helping out with sending medical supplies from the U.S. And he helped. After my conversation with him, he said, "All right, no worries. I'm gonna send just for Utila." And we got that for Utila in election. I came back to Utila just before elections. Um, when this guy was running for this time, he was running for what we call deputy here, which is like a senator in the U.S. And I literally went to his face and I said, "You like what I got for Utila?" And this guy, his eyes got like big and like, "That was you?" Like, who the fuck else you think it was? Wasn't your dumbass, you know, you know, and 4 years later, I got a call from some people I met throughout from after COVID and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, we need a candidate for Utila to run on our ticket. We have you on first person on the list." I was like, I always thought about it. I literally thought about it for like a minute or two when they were talking to this person. I was like, you know what? Why not? Just do it. I'll be Utila in 2 weeks. I'll be in Honduras in 2 weeks. Like, okay, so that was it. That's how it started, basically. So I do the process. I come, I meet the team that's running on the ticket with the presidential candidate for the primary elections. Primary elections are a little different in how they do it in the U.S. Here it's almost like it's almost a primary election is almost like a general election, but it's only for that party. That party you have to beat the other people's in that party to advance to the general elections. So that's what I had to do. I had to get my whole team together, get get everything together. That's when I remember you seeing me posting
Yeah.
some stuff, and you called me like, "Man, I want to help out. What can I do?"
Yeah,
And
man. I mean, it was a big deal. I would have loved to see you. So what happened? What was the see, we
the
always
issue is the current mayor was who I was running against for the same party. Um, he was dead scared of me for just even being in the race. I didn't have to do nothing else. Just be in the race. Just being in the race. He was just like, oh fuck, because he's not a utility. He's not from here. He's from the mainland. I'm from here, and just me running it was a big issue. So basically, he did every dirty thing in the book you could think about to make sure I
oh
don't win. He paid people tons of money. He got other parties to help him to make sure, and they threatened people. If you don't vote for us, we're not going to help you no more. This and that. You can't vote for him.
Damn.
Stuff like that. So they did all that dirty stuff. They even forged votes in their favor and
wow.
the whole 9 yards. Yeah, they even tried to do it like there's laws that I literally went at the naval people because they have the naval people here that's in charge of the areas for voting. So they're like the security for when you go vote. And no candidate could be in that area. And his vice mayor was in that area. And she's actually a cousin of mine. She's my cousin, so I was fighting in my own family too.
Hey, hey, Bush.
Hey, we're losing
Yeah, we're
you a
losing
little
you, man.
bit.
You hear me?
Yeah. Hold
Can
on.
you hear
We're
me?
having
Hold
a
on.
little technical difficulties. Um,
Can you hear me?
you know,
Yeah, we can hear you. It's just you're.
we can hear you, but we're having a little video issue.
Can't see me?
Nah,
I can see you guys perfectly fine.
Bush, we're losing you, man. Guys, sorry about this.
No, it's okay. I mean, for just so that people are aware, Bush is it's joining us from
Honduras.
Honduras, and obviously the internet is not as fast as the ones that we here enjoy in the
Oh,
United States. So please bear with
That's,
us. Give us a few seconds so he can get back in, and
I
we
don't know
should be
why.
good.
oh, he's
I have
back now. He's
Starlink,
good.
so it should be fine. So it's weird.
There it is. There it is. We're good now.
We good?
So how was it a close race? Was it something
No,
that you
it wasn't
felt you
really
were
a close
cheated
race
on?
because it wasn't a close race. Like I literally, he paid. He spent so much money. He spent into the millions of lempiras to beat
Oh
me
wow.
in the
That's
millions.
that's a lot.
So
Damn.
that's a
So
lot of
you didn't
money
have
there.
you didn't even have a chance at that point.
Nah, I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna win, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna make this guy spend money, and he spent a lot of money because he
Do
was
you
paying people.
see do you see yourself running in the future and possibly beating this guy?
Oh yeah, next go around. It's trust me. I came in a rookie. I'm leaving an expert.
So how long do we have to wait for you to be run again?
4 years.
4 years. So what, 2028?
Well, 2029 will be the next primary elections, and then the winner will take office from 2031 for the next 4 years. This candidacy right now is from 2026 to 2030.
Oh wow.
So 2029 is basically when you start getting everything moving for the next election.
Well, it seems like we gotta wait a little bit before we can see you in the office, but like you said, lesson learned, right? We're Marines. We
Improvise the
Worst thing
get
you can
status
do
down.
to a
quo.
Marine is show them your tactics and show them what you do. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the worst thing you can do.
yeah. So, well, It was a pleasure having you on the show, brother. I hope to see you again. Do you have any safe rounds bio for Mr. Bush?
No, Bush. It's really good to see you. Thanks again for coming over to my house when you were in Texas and Alabama. It's really good to see you. Katrina definitely misses you, and we will definitely be in Honduras either next year or the year after. I do want to do one shout out to Semperfi Designs, who made this whole our website and made our intro. And I also want to thank Bush for coming on here, Sandman for always being a pleasant guy to look at and a great co-host. And if you're in Middle Tennessee tomorrow, October 4th, from 11 o'clock to 1600 in Brentwood, Tennessee, Vet Fest is going on. So get your booties down there. We've got 55 vendors. We've got music. We've got food. I'm going to be down there talking about the 1775 Club and selling our new T-shirts, which have been designed. Which, by the way, Sandman, I saw your T-shirt. It looks fantastic. She's going to send it to me, and then I'm going to send it to you, or I'm going to give it to you on November 1st. But we have the Sandman and Pile T-shirts. They look awesome, and we're going to be selling those too. So, but thank you guys, and stay tuned for Tuesday. We have a special episode with Matthew Wiz Buckley, a Top Gun pilot, and we're going to having a mental health discussion. So stay tuned for that. But gentlemen,
Yeah, that's gonna be a really good show. We want to touch a little bit on mental health and kind of there's so much going on in the world
yeah,
right now with events, and we want to touch base on that. So everybody that's listening, please tune in. You're gonna enjoy it. I want to take a few moments and I want to give a shout out to the people that watch us live today. Fortunately, I won't be able to mention everyone. Today we actually got quite a few.
really,
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick the first 4 people on the list. Jesse Salaya, thank you for your comments. Mackenzie Salaya,
que te
I
amo
guess they're both
mucho,
sister. Yeah, go ahead. Say it again. Say it again.
que te amo mucho.
Miss Maria Oliva. All people from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you. Appreciate you tuning in and being part of Mr. Bush episode. And Bush, anything you want to say?
Well, Far
Yeah,
told me I couldn't say no Utila slang or my Utila talk because he can't understand it. But I will say this is a famous quote. This is a famous word. This is a word we say here a lot in Utila. It says "among you."
oh yeah,
um, yeah, I don't know what that means, but
meaning you all or everyone.
uh-huh.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I love you, Bush. Sandman, I'll see you
All
on
right, man.
Tuesday. See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for
See
having
you
me, guys.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
All right, how it going, brother? Bye.
All right.
Dude.
That was good.